From Vin Diesel being so impressed that he wants Sam to be the next James Bond, to Katrina Balfe spilling the beans on their on-screen Outlander romance. Here's what actors really think about working with Sam Heughan. I'm gonna start with the actor's first superhero film, Bloodshot, where he worked with one of the world's highest-grossing actors, Vin Diesel. It's no secret that the actor has worked with massive A-listers. So did a newcomer like Sam win him over? Heck yeah! Bloodshot was a project super close to his heart, his attempt to kickstart his own comics universe. So all the cast needed to give their best, which our Scottish boy did. He went above and beyond to get ripped for his role. Yes, more than he already was on his hit Starz show. No wonder the Fast and Furious actor was super impressed. He was all praises for Sam at Bloodshot's red carpet event. An interviewer also asked him if he thinks his co-star can be the next 007. And his response? Of course! He further said Heughan would make a good anything, and the film's directors shared the sentiments. David S.F. Wilson said he's ready to attend the opening weekend for Sam's James Bond. And it's all because David is a massive fan of the Outlander lead. He was even surprised that the actor auditioned for his movie. According to him, he could walk in and be instantly hired. See what I mean about being a stan? But that was Wilson's opinion before working with him. Afterward, his opinion improved. The filmmaker calls him one of the nicest human beings he has worked with, and that his professionalism makes him a perfect actor, and that he's super gracious with his talent. All David's words, not mine. Sam's tales of professionalism come from multiple sources, such as the brilliant Mila Kunis. She worked with a dashing Scot in 2018 on the action comedy The Spy Who Dumped Me. The film required quite a few action scenes and stunts. The actress revealed in her usually witty manner that Sam kept himself so in shape for them that she felt half jealous. Ukrainian-American beauty also gave fans a peek into his fitness regime, mentioning how he ran a lot in Budapest, where the film was shot. Kunis told MTV 9 times out of 10 she'd spot him running shirtless along a bridge. Interestingly though, the action wasn't something new to the actor, but comedy was. This project was uncharted waters for Heughan, having never worked in the funny genre before. So the sudden hilarious improv gave him a shock. He and Mila talked about it in an interview. How she and fellow co-star Kate McKinnon tended to go off script a lot, which was initially challenging for Sam. But the actress said, kudos to Sam, because he kept up like a pro. The movie's director Susanna Fogel also confessed she was uncertain about the handsome star doing a funny role. According to her, the part didn't portray him as a hunky guy, but Sam was so sweet and natural that he made it accessible. To put it shortly, he effortlessly slipped into the role, like it was made for him. Seems like he's just taking people by surprise, and Priyanka Chopra Jonas is his latest victim. Their rom-com Love Again dropped in May 2023, and the two have had a blast doing the promotions. That's where the Indian goddess divulged her first impression of her co-star. While talking to Pink Villa, Priyanka said as soon as Sam walked into the meeting, she knew he had tremendous experience and was sure of what he wanted. Working with him was like a breeze because he had such control over everything he did. This helped the leads easily lean on each other while slipping into character. Thanks to this, they nailed every scene, be it funny scenarios or romantic takes. And it looks like the Quantico star can't get enough of Heughan's comedic chops. She calls him really funny for constantly making her giggle, and I have no doubts about that whatsoever. The two have been sharing plenty of laughs in interviews, just showcasing their brilliant chemistry. It shows that he has come a long way from his intense breakout role, now comfortably settling into the funny genre. But here's the thing, PC has just worked with him, whereas his Outlander cast has known him for years. So how do they feel about working with him? Let's find out what Annette Badland thinks. This English actress has been a low-key legend, as a side character in way too many shows. You'll remember her as the no-nonsense Mrs. Fitz in the historical fantasy drama. She didn't appear in the show after season 1, but Annette is still dishing about her experience working with the leads, particularly Sam. As it turns out, he was the first person she met on the show, and in her words, Heughan blew her away. Get this, he accidentally walked in on her during a costume fitting. But instead of making things awkward, he was very well-mannered. Badland fondly remembers how the charming lad stuck around, making jokes and just being down to earth. That was a surprise for the Ted Lasso veteran. She thought an actor as pretty as that would be arrogant, but not Sam. He was humble as ever, and his generosity and personality made her call him a good and unusual human being. Safe to say, her working experience with Heughan was way more than pleasant, even to the point that the British icon wishes to return in Season 7. We already know that he'll dazzle fans like always in the upcoming Season 7, giving a gritty performance as Jamie Fraser. Speaking of his grit, Tobias Menzies has something to say about that. As the show's fans must know, he's played Jamie's adversary since Outlander began. I bet no one has forgotten how Black Jack ruthlessly violated him in that brutal Season 1 scene. The actors opened up about shooting that gut-wrenching moment. Obviously, it took a heavy toll on the two, but thankfully, they had developed a great working relationship. Menzies mentioned how they had a fair amount of trust from their experience together, which made their complex scene a tad easier. Now, Sam was the victim in that scene, having to act helpless at the mercy of his co-star, but Tobias can't stop raving about how brilliantly he did that. Still, they dabbled in a bit of method acting to execute it, and stopped talking to each other before shooting. That ultimately helped them channel their characters, probably better than they meant to. And for those who wondered if the two actors were cool with each other after shooting the wincing moment, there's your answer. With the passing years, they've become great friends, sharing a mutual respect for each other's talent and work spirit. And there's no shortage of friendship fostered at the hit star's drama set. The bromance between Graham McTavish and Sam is a major example. You can just see the fondness Graham has for his on-screen nephew. He played Jamie's maternal uncle Dougal Mackenzie, and soon the real-life relationship transformed into real life. Both hailing from Scotland helps, of course. It brought them closer, so close that they're now co-stars, co-authors, and fellow travelers. During the Droughtlander phase, when Outlander seasons were not being aired, they kept fans hooked with Men in Kilts. This travel show allowed them to work together in an unconventional but in a super fun way. McTavish revealed they bicker a lot during it, all friendly banter though. He also reminisced about meeting Sam for the first time, like most of the Highlander hunks co-stars. The House of the Dragon star had all kinds of good things to say. Graham found him charming, but more importantly, incredibly supportive. This support is what transformed their professional relationship into a familial one. Listen to this, they even live together these days. Fans speculate it could be for more work together, but only time will reveal that. And while their friendship is pretty well known around here, it can never beat Sam's on-screen relationship with Katrina Balfe. This on-screen couple looks so good together, they've sparked dating rumors more times than I can count. So is there any truth to it? My apologies to the die-hard shippers, but no. The Outlander leads just have phenomenal chemistry from years of working together. Even the actress gushed about their amazing bond. She said that throughout their working experience, Sam just put her at ease like no other. That came in handy while filming any nerve-wracking scenes, particularly the sexy ones the show is known for. Like most celebrities, she finds them easier when doing them with a friend. And check this out. Sam has even become overly protective of her. Yep, pretty much like how Jamie cares for Claire. That's why she's called Heughan a kind, solid guy. The Irish star has even opened up about those endless dating rumors. She divulged that people were so obsessed with them that they thought her marriage to Tony McGill was a sham, even claiming their baby was Sam's. Whoa! All she could say was that she was appalled at it, and that the actor and her are just two close co-stars and friends. Nothing more, nothing less. She expressed that she's been lucky to do the show with the stunning Scot, and it's high time the rumors were put to rest. So from Katrina Balfe spilling the beans on her on-screen romance with Sam, to Vin Diesel thinking he's got a solid shot at being James Bond, that's what actors really think about working with Sam Heughan.